Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts out to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Michael Proctor is in on the stop. A gain of 2.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Okay, break.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Once again, it's Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Goff on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Powering forward. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hurts Next throw taken in by Watkins here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. Looks to his running back, and he's got him. It's Miles Sanders. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
Hurts fumbles it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, Goff being chased out left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff now looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, They still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. He's got Mason complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll indeed take a knee. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Commanders come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.